Steal away, steal away, steal away, steal away home. Steal away, I ain't got long to stay here. I ain't got long to stay. Steal away, steal away, steal away, steal away home. Steal away, I ain't got.
I was born on Exuma, place they call him Bullet Pharmacy, nearby Pharmacy. That's where I was born.
All right.
All them born in Exuma.
Yeah. You saying that your the other siblings, your other brothers and sisters, who were they? The oldest one?
My oldest sister was you call it, Elizabeth.
Oh, Elizabeth was about it. All right. I didn't know Elizabeth was older than you. I thought Elizabeth. Oh, you mean this the
older
sister?
Older than me.
No.
No, I talk about the sister.
Oh, this is sisters. All right.
I was next to Doris.
Mm-hmm.
I was next to Doris. Sister. And I tell you, when I grows up, and I was what you call a meat child.
Mm-hmm.
I was my mother heartstring.
Mm-hmm.
Every time mother go out to work, and she goes, you could be living on a hill, and we could see her when she leaving. And as far as she is, because our place up on the hill, you could see her going down. And I used to cry behind her every time she going to work, because when I be home with the sisters, them they treat me mean. And because I just carry news to mama and tell them what they cook for what they use. And that's why they hate.
So at that time, where was Mama working at that time?
Mama was in the farm.
Oh, she's working the farm?
Yeah, she's going to the farm.
Mm-hmm.
Go down Farmers Hill and go across the place name of the place and them around there. And she go way back at the farm. And as she goes down, if I she going, I just cry behind her because I just won't go behind her. And she can't carry me. That's the reason why I cry behind her, because I know how they treat me. And when my mother go in the farm, if she find 2 potatoes, she gonna roast the 2. She gonna eat one, and she gonna bring one back for me. I the only child, my mother will bring things for me. Because when she go, I cry behind her every day. And when she come back home and I see her, I rejoice. And if they do anything wrong, when mama come, I can let her know. I said, mama, they one time they take the flour and they make bread. And they get through, they tell me, say, I asked when they get the bread come home. They say they get the flour out of the ground. Bread out of the ground. So I know it wasn't true. So I tell mama, save that, and I eat happy this bread a little bit. And tell mama come, and mama come, that's the first thing I hear. Mama, they teach you flour and say they make bread, take the bread from it on the ground. And I know it's true. And now mama beat them for me. And every time mama go the next day, I cry because I know they're gonna hit me back.
Concern.
Yeah.
As far as schooling concerned, you went to school right in Exuma?
Yeah, I went to school in Exuma. I was school for Exuma, because I didn't school when I come down here. I leave school already.
Do you remember the name of the school up there?
The school, no, I can't remember the name of the school, because I was too young then. But the school was, I think it was down Locust Point.
So you still was living at home with your mother at the time?
No, my mother come down. That's before that happened. She used to go to work all about up to Georgetown. All about around there, because my daddy died when he was small. When she died, mama didn't have no way to get anything, so she had to go out to, to struggle for something, working with people. And if she going any places and she ain't coming back, she got to carry me. And she goes up to Georgetown to work. From Bullet, baby, she got to go away to Georgetown, and then she going up there. She ain't coming back that night, that evening, because it's too far.
Okay.
So she got a job up there, she got to work up there, and he carried me up there. That's to keep me because he can't leave me home. Because he leave me home, they just take advantage of me because I just tried to tell Mama things were happening. And that's what it is. And
So-
she couldn't leave me home.
Mama came down to Nassau before she brought y'all down.
Yeah, Mama came down there and leave us there.
I mean, in Nassau.
Yeah.
So where you was living when she came to
But
Nassau?
when he come to Nassau, I didn't come with her.
Oh, okay. So any of the children came with her to Nassau?
The rest of the children, yeah, one children, Doris come with her. And she was the first one come down with Mom. And she be down there and wait. And when she get through, she come back up there. Or send back up there and carry the rest. But he didn't leave me because when she gone, come down here, she didn't bring me and she didn't leave me home. She sent me across to the Ferguson them. The Ferguson them take me over.
So who's the Ferguson them? They were family, y'all?
And
Mom?
back to the family, but it's a church of prophecy people.
Okay.
But it's a neighbor of ours.
Alright.
And
These were black people as
yeah,
well?
black people there.
Okay.
He was a police there on Exuma.
Mhm.
And he's the one I used to live with.
Alright.
And because Mama ain't there.
So how long before your mother took you to Nassau?
And mother, when I was around 12, kind of 13. Most, because when I come down here, I was 18. She come pick me up with her.
So you came up on the boat?
Yeah, they sent me down the boat. What happened? His wife bring me down one time to visit Mama there. And she come to visit Mama there, and then I get to remember, because I see Mama for a long time. And that get hold of me. And when I going back up, I didn't stay long. Because I told him straight and plain, I got to go to Mama.
So
I can't live there no more.
So what was your impression when you first came to Nassau and you saw, I guess, that time Nassau was a lot more beloved than Exuma?
Yeah, it's beloved more than Exuma, but the trouble is, because I see Mama.
Yeah. So that was your
And all I
focus?
see I see Mama. And that's the hardest thing for me to do, is to get where Mama is. Put a glimpse on her one time, first time, and then I couldn't take her for no more. Wherever I go back, I had to run back to Mama.
So you came to Nassau, you was about 12 or so, and so what happened? Did you go to school here or?
Well, when I came down, I was 13.
13, okay.
Yeah, well, I school up there. And I didn't finish school up there because you know what happened? The man used to have me to have water garden and thing and nine and goat and sheep and thing. And he take all the children and he put them to play, they play organ. That's Church of Prophecy people. They play organ and all sort of things. And he used me like, that's like a servant sometimes.
So when did you, in the times you was 12, you didn't finish school, they had you, so when did you get to learn how to read?
Well, I was learning up there, I've been to school up there.
Okay.
But when I came down, they keep me back from school up there. Because I was reaching out so fast around in school and things. You know what I mean? Even in the church. I was reaching so high fast in the church. So high in the church until they try to keep me down. But I didn't let that worry me. Wherever I go to Rollville or any place to recite peace along with the church, I tell you that used to be something. The people give me them days, they didn't have money to give, they give me cake. And I used to come home with them house with a bunch of cake with the people that was. Because after I finished recite peace and so on, they was rejoicing about that so much until I couldn't rest. And right now, when I came down, the people don't remember me. And they always talk about me. They used to talk with me to Gene, when Gene was up there. Say, your brother was this and your brother was that. And they can't remember now because them people died. But the older people would know me. I was a light on Exuma them days in the Church of Prophecy. But if I continued, they had a chance, they'd send me to school because I was still young. But they keep me back because they wanted me to help serve them, mind the creatures and give them water and garden and do all kind of things. And which they ain't do their own job. But there's nothing to worry me. Nothing to worry me. I just go on. Someday I go on crying and going and just talking and keeping crying.
You soon move into what type of career you was gonna? What made you to go into as a mason?
Well, the problem is I used to wake around, And I used to wake and learn from one place. I used to go in the farm with mama and used to be water boy. Someday my shoes, I used to be barefoot and things sometimes. Those stomping things took up all my feet. I had trouble to walk sometimes, but I still was going. And I used to go around working with some fellas, be helper and things, and then gardener, doing garden work. And I used to be helping. So, and after that, then I get a job to work along with the mason. And I learned a little bit. And I used to go around and mixing mortar and toting mortar and thing, even up to the Augusta College up there. I been up there. The 2-story, we used to push mortar in the buggy there up in there. And all that. And I learned trade, just like that. Keep going on. Learning trade and humble step going. One time I went, a man named Waking with a man learning trade with Joe Straby, me and his son. And I used to tote mortar and this and that now, and I told him that I want to learn the trade. His son was learning trade too, and he used me. But I still had to tote mortar and mix mortar for the man who I working with, although I learned trade. And how I do the learn quick, I used to tote mortar so much and mix it and bring it to him, tote the block and everything. And when he's a man used to drink rum, and then the guy see how he just plaster. And I grab his hawk and he trouble when he go in the toilet. And I plaster. And when he come back, all he do is just straighten it. And so that's how I used to do.
Well, I know you're going on, you work as a mason for a while.
Yes.
Then eventually you end up with Moscow.
Yes.
How did that happen?
Well, that happened when I used to work with the first contractor being out there. What is his name? What is his name? I can't remember his name right for real. And I used to work with him, and he used to like me. And I work a preceptor supervisor. And I do all the work, but he get out of job. And as he get out of job, then I heard about Moscow. And after I heard about Moscow, I went. Then Monroe used to work with Moscow. And he got a job in Moscow before me. And now I was supposed to move up there too. But I be tell this man he ain't got nothing to do. Then I went up there with Moscow. And when I went with Moscow, he come to find out. I used to take contract with him. Live contract for us on the boat until he get to know who I is. And then I start working for him. Doing hourly work. And I was supervising his work from that time, on the boat. And I tell you, the Lord was with me. And that's the reason why I was working in Canada now.
All right.
I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, and just like
You take it back before then, back to the time when you first decided that you want to settle down and you want to marry, and you met a lady, and you can probably tell us the first time you met her and how that happened.
Well, and I being here was working a while. That's before I learned the trade now. I went on contract. And I went over to the United States on the contract. I was 18, around 18. I put up, I was taking 18, but I wasn't quite 18, but I pushed up my age a little bit. And I went over to the United States, going along with a fella. Me and him used to be together. And I went along with him, and all we went to the United States to work. And I worked over there and for a good while, and I didn't have my mind to come back. I said, well, since I'm over here, I might as well stay and go up north. And if I get up north, that's it. I ain't coming back. I ain't had my mind at all coming back. But how I do to come back, make my mind to come back. Some fellas, I didn't have to wait that day, and some of the fellas them who been home went out town. And when they went out town to shopping, I hear they breaking off run come back from town. I asked him what happened. He said the police them on them. I said, police run you? You ain't been to thief, you ain't going to thief. You going to shop. Why they don't want you in town? And I was on my way going then to town. And I get up, after I see them run, I turn back, I ain't going no more. And I tell them one thing, I say, no one thing, I make up my mind. I said, I making my money and I working, I can send my money back home. And I say, when I get enough, I'm going home. I said, because I don't like being no place where I can't go in town. Even in the bus, in the ride in the bus in the state. And the colored folks, them jam up in the back. And all the white folks, them sitting in the front. And they stand up and all kind of thing. You know, seat for you to sit down, because you black. If ain't no seat in the back, you guys stand up. And no matter how far you going, in them buses, you got to stand up. And I decided not to do that. I said, anytime I said, from now on, I going to send my money home. And before that happened, me and the fella named Dickie Boy, me and Dickie Boy used to be in this town in Florida there, and Dickie Boy used to dance. And the church person, I didn't know nothing about no, you know, I know the people that dance, but I never see this kind of dance yet. And I get to learn it from Dickie Boy. And me and Dickie Boy, the two used to enter inside those places in the state. And when we entered there, and we started dancing, well, I meet her when I came back, I didn't know all together. When I came back, I see her. I came on a furlough.
Okay. What's that? What's the furlough?
Furlough is come for a week or a couple of days. And I came for a couple of days. And I met her.
Did you ask her then to marry you?
Yes, I asked her then. And then she said, all right, but I told him I had to turn back. Told him I'll come back someday. And that's why I gone. And I went back in the state. And when I went back in the state, I didn't stay too very long after that. I returned back.
And then you got married?
Yeah.
The family who prayed will never be parted. Their circle in heaven unbroken shall stand. God will say through my good faithful servant. The family who prayed never shall part. Satan has parted fathers and mothers, filling their hearts with his envy and hate.
She having children. Yeah.
I understand it was something like 8 years.
Yeah, something around there.
And the first child, you remember the first child?
No, I don't remember that first one.
Was there one before Jackie? And there was a child?